Welcome to our deep dive into narcissism and self-awareness. In this video, we will explore the fascinating and complex world of narcissism. We aim to shed light on the narcissistic paradox, the life of a narcissist, the challenging road to self-awareness, and what the future might hold for narcissism in our society. Narcissism is a term that's often thrown around, but do truly understand what it means? And more importantly, do those who suffer from narcissism recognize their own behavior? It's a complex puzzle that we will attempt to piece together. So sit back, relax, as we the mystery of the narcissistic paradox. Let's dive in. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe to the Real Talk with Tim channel for more insightful videos like this one. Do narcissistic people ever recognize their problems? A question that puzzles many of us. In our world today, narcissism is a term that's often thrown around, painting a picture of individuals with an inflated sense of their importance, and a deep need for excessive attention and admiration. These individuals harbor a lack of empathy for others, and beneath this mask of extreme confidence lies a fragile self-esteem, vulnerable to the slightest criticism. What's paradoxical is the idea of self-recognition in narcissists. Can someone so engrossed in their grandiose self-image acknowledge their own shortcomings? Narcissism, in its essence, is marked by a constant cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard. Unaware narcissists, caught in this cycle, might experience a narcissistic collapse when they lose their power, or when their narcissistic supply runs out, as people start to see through them. While some narcissists might have a glimmer of self-awareness, it's often overshadowed by their grandiose self-image. Imagine living life like a hamster on a wheel, running endlessly but going nowhere. That's the life of a narcissist. Picture this, a person named Alex, who is the embodiment of a narcissist. Alex is charming, charismatic, and seemingly confident. These traits are, however, merely part of a facade, a mask that hides a deeply insecure and fragile ego. Alex's life is a series of cycles, beginning with the idealization phase. During this phase, he places people on a pedestal, idolizing them as perfect beings. He showers them with praise, flattery, and attention, creating an illusion of a perfect relationship. But this phase is fleeting, as it's based on Alex's unrealistic expectations and not the reality of the person he's idolizing. Soon, the devaluation phase sets in. Alex starts to see the cracks in the facade, the human flaws and imperfections that he had initially overlooked. Feeling threatened, he responds with criticism, contempt, and hostility. He belittles and undermines the person he once adored, effectively tearing them down to elevate his own self-worth. Then comes the discard phase. Alex, having drained the relationship of its worth, abandons the person he once idolized, leaving them confused and hurt. He moves on to the next potential source of admiration, and the cycle begins anew. In certain instances, Alex may experience a narcissistic collapse. This happens when a relationship abruptly ends, he loses his power, or his narcissistic supply runs out as people catch on to his true nature. In these moments, Alex's facade crumbles, revealing the emptiness within. He feels a profound sense of loss, despair, and loneliness, but instead of addressing these feelings, he suppresses them, and quickly moves on to find a new source of narcissistic supply. Caught in a cycle of their own making, narcissists often end up isolated and unhappy. Their lives are an endless chase for validation and admiration, a race they can never win because the problem lies within them, not the people around them. The narcissist's wheel keeps turning, with no end in sight. The journey to self-awareness isn't an easy one, especially for a narcissist. It's a road marked by introspection, and for a narcissist, a harsh glimpse into a mirror that reflects their true nature. It's a path of coming face to face with the emptiness that lies beneath the grandiose facade they've built. Some narcissists, those who've reached a certain level of self-awareness, attempt to change their behaviors. They strive to act against their narcissistic instincts, to break the cycle of idealization, devaluation, and discard. But this journey towards change often has limited success. The emptiness, the void that their narcissism was a cover for, always awaits them. Like a shadow, it lurks beneath their efforts, stubborn and unyielding. It's a grueling struggle against their very nature, a battle against the cycles deeply ingrained within them. For a narcissist, change is a struggle against their very nature. But what does the future hold for narcissists? Can they truly change? As we peer into the crystal ball of possibilities, it's clear that the path to change is not a straight line, but a winding road of self-discovery and self-awareness. The advent of therapeutic interventions, from traditional therapy to the progressive use of psychedelics, offer promising avenues for transformation. Progress is also being made in society's understanding of narcissism, As we collectively learn to recognize and address these behaviors, we're better equipped to support those caught in the narcissistic cycle. This heightened awareness is a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward. Perhaps most promising of all is the potential for future generations to carry this torch of understanding. Equipped with knowledge and compassion, they can deepen the work, helping narcissists to dismantle their defenses and face the pain beneath their false selves. While the journey is hard, there's hope for narcissists. As we grow more aware, we can help them break free from their cycles and find a path to change.